You're listening to Brazen Exchange.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to Brazen Exchange. I'm your host, Vanessa Imadi, and it is so good to be back on the seat talking to you, giving you all the gist, and bringing this wonderful series to you. I hope you've been loving it so far. Tell me what you think, right? Drop your comments below. This episode is a special one. It is so close to my heart because it involves my sister. Yes, you heard that right. My sister is coming on here to share her experience as a hybrid worker. But before she even became a hybrid worker, she was a sonographer and she had to work 9 to 6, Monday to Saturday. So you get to hear all about that in this episode. And I know you're going to love my sister. She is an amazing, beautiful, smart individual. I'm happy for all the things that she has experience and the things that she's currently doing with her time. I'm grateful for the experience that she's having really at work. Like I mentioned before, we are the future. My sister is the future. She's the future of tech. Literally, she's in the balance between traditional work and digital work. So yes, you're going to love my sister. Enjoy this episode and join the conversation.
You're listening to Brazen Exchange.
Hi everyone, my name is Candice and I work in a fintech.
What does a typical work week look like for you?
It's more about engaging the customers, resolving issues, gathering feedback, compiling like frequently asked questions, and yeah, that's just it basically.
Talk me through, okay, some days you go to the office, some days you work from home. How is the dynamic like?
So the thing is, I just feel is more about discipline because working from home, nobody's actually like monitoring you. You get to do whatever you have to do. You understand? Like you are free to like do whatever you want to do. So like it's more about discipline, like getting to do what you're supposed to do at the right time, regardless of either working at home or working like physically at the office.
And how about working at the office? How is that like? And how many days? How do you do it? So is it like 2 days, 3 days? Tell me how that is like.
Okay, so I work 2 days at the office and I work 3 days remotely. So the days I get to come out to the office, I don't find it easy actually because I'm more comfortable like working remotely because of the whole waking up very early in the morning, having to wake up by 4 a.m. just to like beat traffic and all of that. So I think I prefer working remotely compared to coming out, like working from the office. But working from the office is actually very nice because you get to concentrate compared to working at home. Because working from the house, you are distracted, but working at the office, you get to focus. When you see your colleagues like doing what they are supposed to do, you also want to do what you are supposed to do. So that's just it.
Working from home and working at the office, is what is the difference? Like, do you do different jobs at the office and then at home, or are they both the same thing?
They are the same thing actually. So basically, engaging customers, resolving issues. So you can do that at home. You can also do that at the office. So working in the office, like, is more about if there is a quick meeting, like if there's a quick meeting, a quick teamwork, you can quickly like align with your line manager or your colleagues to like have that meeting, the collaboration, or if there is a learning section or training section, you can quickly like align with your colleagues. But working from the house, network issues, like light issues as well, you might not like at that point there might not be light for you to engage or to come online to engage with your colleagues. Yeah, so working from the office, you have that opportunity because there's constant light, there's Wi-Fi, so it's easy to gather if at all there is a training, collaboration, or any insightful section.
Okay, it's good that you said this because you were a 9 to 5 person. Would I call you 9 to 5? What hours were you doing? Were
Nine
you
to
9 to 5?
six.
Okay, 9 to 6, and you were a
Like,
sonographer, right? So you're going to the office every day, I think from Monday to Saturday. Second,
yeah, money.
guys, my sister is a sonographer. Like she made the switch from sonography to tech, and she's doing amazing job. So hire her. If you have any job that requires really
They work
quality excellence, quality excellence, that's my sister. Anyways, let's move on. So, how do you feel about hybrid work? You transitioned from a full-on office role to a hybrid role. How is that?
So I would say it's more flexible compared to the Monday to Saturday that I was actually doing. So I think this is more better and more preferable. You can actually even have time for yourself. Like if at all you want to learn some personal stuff, you want to train yourself like a personal development, you can actually even do that compared to when I was doing like Monday to Saturday. It was really, really stressful. So and I think companies these days like are doing the whole hybrid now. But some companies still, so it depends on the company actually. But in tech and financial institutions now, they are all going into the hybrid hybrid thingy.
You said hybrid English. Okay, we'll take that one. You've touched on the challenges of working in a hybrid structure in Nigeria. You mentioned things like dealing with poor electricity, network issue, but what other challenges comes with working in a hybrid structure?
Lights because there's no constant electricity here in Nigeria. No constant electricity and network sometimes very, very poor, very bad. So it's difficult most times to attend to your deliverables at the right time because no good power supply.
Yeah, and even working remotely, sometimes there's a file that you need from somebody, but because the person is not seeing you physically in the office, the person can decide to deliver it when the person feels like delivering it, and then what can you do about it?
So I've had that experience before. There was a time I needed a document from a colleague, but the colleague responded at the convenient time, and that affected my deliverable for the day. So it's really hurts me. I really feel bad.
What advice would you give young professionals preparing to work in digital first organizations like yours?
Firstly, I would say learn to communicate properly. Clear communications actually is the main thing. You need to communicate clearly. Let everybody know what the problem. If there's actually a problem, let everyone know. Okay, this is the challenges that you're facing. This is if you have an idea too, you can always speak. Clear communication and also self-confidence to be able to like if at all you share an idea, you should be able to be confident to share the idea. And thirdly, what will I say? Build discipline. Build discipline. So firstly, you should communicate clearly. Secondly, self-confidence. Then thirdly, discipline.
What about skills now? So we are hearing about graduates who come out from school and they're not able to meet up with the demands of workplace reality because of the fact that they don't have they're not equipped with skills, right? So what about learning skills? So now what do you have to say about the skills that are needed in order for them to work in a digital first organization?
That's correct. You're actually right about. I actually skipped that learning skill. So communication skill, technical skill, and critical thinking. So basically, learn skill that will be of help to you. Like myself, I started from somewhere. I never knew I would go into the tech part of fintech. I started off like my sister said, I was a sonographer before now, but God has a different plan for me. and brought me into the tech world. So working in tech just opened my eyes into different part of myself that I never knew I had. So see myself escalating issues, resolving issues. Fine, I actually had it in mind to learn data analysis, product management, and the likes, but I never like took it serious. The issue of having laptop, no laptop, like a lot of things were just coming up, and I was like, let me not use the fact that I don't have a laptop to stop what I actually wanted to learn. I didn't allow that to pull me back. I actually had to like figure things out, how to like find a way around like getting resources to learn. So young professionals, youths, if at all there is something you actually want to learn and you don't have the resources for it, you have to keep pushing, you have to try. You shouldn't allow that to stop you. You should keep pushing regardless.
I wanted you to speak a bit about how you switched from sonography to tech. Like, what was the reason? What was your goal? What made you decide on that switch? Was it NYSC?
It was NYSC actually. I was looking for PPA as at last year. I was looking for PPA as at last year. I was posted to an hospital actually, but the hospital rejected me because of my course of study. They were like, okay, they don't want somebody studying this, they want somebody studying that. The whole thing, I got so frustrated. And as at that time, I was at home. I was not doing anything. I was bored. So I think I started off with web development. Sef. I started off with web development. So I was going on YouTube, learning all this HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, all of those things. I was learning all of those things. I was like, this whole thing that I'm learning on YouTube. I tried to practicalize it. Okay, I've learned what I learned on YouTube. Let me come and practicalize what I've learned. I was getting what I ordered versus what I got. I was like, what am I doing wrong and all of that. So I had to like stop that one. So I packed it one side. So I was going through a WhatsApp because I relocated to Lagos. I didn't originally serve him. So I was going through a WhatsApp group like for relocated coppers. So I now saw a financial institution looking for corp members and all of that. So I had to like apply to the company, regardless of. I was like, I just applied because I know that okay, my background, medical line. I don't know if I'll be selected or anything. So I just applied because they actually did not put a specific course of study or anything. Nothing was there, so I just applied. Okay, let me just apply. Lo and behold, they called me that okay, oh, you have been selected, an interview, blah 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 blah. So we had the interview and I got the job. When I first started, like the first few weeks, I was trying to settle in. I have a business and I have experience with communicating with customers and all of that. So it was not difficult for me to actually like engage the customers that I am currently engaging. Later on, I started gathering feedback. I started like there are so many issues that were coming up.
You're listening to Brazen Exchange.
Welcome to Brazen Choices. This is a game of Would You Rather. This is where I present two options to you and then you tell me the one you'd rather go for. Okay, are you ready?
Yes, ma.
Okay. Remote work or hybrid?
Remote work,
Digital skills or university degree?
skill, I beg.
Entrepreneurship or employment?
Employment. In the sense
So,
that at the end of the month, there's one money that I'm looking forward to. So, employment.
relocation abroad or local opportunities?
Relocation abroad,
Okay. A changing job environment or job stability?
changing job environments. That's why I pick. And why is I'm still early in my career and I want to explore other opportunities, other job role because now I'm in the customer engagement sector, product support and the like. So if at all I get the opportunity to work as a quality assurance or a compliance or a risk person, let me see what other things I'm good at that I actually don't even know yet. So I might even be effective in the risk and compliance and quality assurance space. So I already know that, okay, for customer engagement, I'm actually good in that. For escalation and others, I'm actually good in that. Okay, fine, let me go into something else. Let me explore other skill, other job opportunities. How effective I'll be there. Yeah.
You've mentioned so far that fintech and the rest are all heading towards a hybrid structure, even though not all of them are doing that. But work is changing. Work is shifting from the traditional mode where people go to the office 9 to 5, and now you have gig employment, you have those who are working remotely, you have the hybrid structure where you fall in. So, what is your hope regarding that? And aside from that, we are dealing with the broadband issue, we're dealing with electricity issue, we're dealing with the fact that we don't even have policies that protect digital workers. So is our economy even enabling digital growth, things like that? So like what is your hope for the future of work in Africa, or should I even say in Nigeria?
So what I will say is, I think it can only get better. Actually, it can only get better.
This series was funded by Africa No Filter. The stories and conclusions shared within are those of the host and guest and do not necessarily reflect the positions or policies of Africa No Filter.
Till next time on Brazen Exchange, I'm your host, Vanessa Emadu. Goodbye.